to talk about unity.
Are we not being too harsh on the president?
Indumuli, you know, it's very difficult to debate with a child who has gone with the mother and left the father. New to hear is a child who has gone with the mother called Rigathi and left the father called Ruto. Now, what he has not done is to understand why the father and mother were fighting in the bedroom, because he was not there in the bedroom. That is a very important thing to note. When your father and mother fight, please keep off. So that at one point, father will reclaim you. That's not my point.
Are we being too harsh on President Ruto in his first home?
Yes, I want to speak very candidly. And I'm going to speak from three perspectives: economics, social, and political. On the side of social, President Ruto has done very well, by the way, on that area. For the first time since this country started, the social protection money reaches on time to all those people who have been profiled, and they even added more last year. Health sector, this is an area I want to give him a plus. We have attempted and run away from universal health care 5 times. He said, can we face it? We've been having challenges, but as we go on, my own niece had a very serious problem of, he was draining all of us because he had 12 sessions of chemotherapy at Moi Referral. Very expensive. Do you know what? We moved away from paying 780,000 to paying as family 126. The rest done by the universal health system. So in that area, we still have challenge, but the challenge is not at that level. The challenge is the county level, level 2 and level 3 hospitals on facility and medicines and all that. The biggest problem I find is in education sector. And I've spoken about this. We are not providing enough funds in the education sector. There are 3 things here. At the primary and secondary level, because of the numbers increasing, instead of increasing the money, we remained with the allocation we used to have. So instead of the money that was guaranteeing free education, the money has shrunk. Instead of giving the schools 22,000, it has come to as low as 14 secondary.
Per child.
Per child. Instead of giving the secondary, the primary 1,420, it has shrunk to less than 1,000 because of the numbers. And that is why I've always advocated for making education have 1 trillion shillings. And people have said I'm mad. I'm not mad. If you want to power this economy, you must stop looking at education as a social factor. You look at it as an engine of development, an economic empowerment. Then you must give it more money. Now, housing. There are 2 things I want to look at, 2 perspectives of looking at housing. Number 1, from a social perspective, yes, we are improving the housing system. When I saw the people move from slums to those housing, when I see what's going to happen in Kakamega, the people are balloting for the houses in Kakamega. When I see the people are balloting for the houses in Nakuru, which are ready, then I say that is a step forward. Moving away from a shanty to a one, even if it is a studio with water, with electricity, and social amenities. That's an improvement. The difficulty in housing is what my brother has pointed out. Did we need a levy or we needed a fund? So that even me, who is contributing and have my own housing arrangement, yes, I could have supported, but when it has taken off, I can go back and say, me, I don't need to buy a house, give me back my money. And I think as we have put up a big debate, including my party leader, that we have told Mbadi he must think of turning this thing from a levy to a fund. That is the way to go. Now, the biggest problem in this country that is disturbing my president is the politics of the country. The political dynamics, I don't want to pick the problem between him and his departed wife.
But that seems to be the biggest problem. That
just
problems within UDA were the biggest.
I don't want to pick that. I want to look at the bigger picture. Kenya is beyond UDA. My brother. Let's not be buried in this UDA fight. Kenya is beyond UDA. I don't belong to UDA.
He does belong to UDA.
Yeah, but that does not mean that if he's not breathing, I'm not breathing. We need a system where it's accommodative to all of us. A system, and that is why I've been saying the winner takes it all political arrangement is a nightmare. You know, what is it that the president and his deputy disagreed on? I don't want to go that. What made me, Nabwera, participate